As you can see, I've been getting a lot of positive feedback for my product, and my user base is expanding like crazy, right? What's up guys, and welcome to the Startup Show, where I talk about my journey of building a startup. So I've decided to change the show's name from the Late Night Startup Show to the Startup Show because I've decided to start filming the day as well as the night. So I thought the Startup Show would be a more apt name. In today's video, I'll be talking about dealing with feedback on your product, dealing with feedback from your users, and how you should respond to haters. Haters will always be there. Understand that when you're pushing your product, when you're trying to sell your product, there will be people who think negatively of what you're doing, who think you're trying to con them out of their money, who think you're trying to sell them something that's actually not what it's supposed to be. Understand that those people will be there and realize that it's just part of the game. And why does the negative feedback that you get not matter as much as you think? Well, it's because their negativity probably comes from their assumptions about you as a person and about the product you're trying to sell. They probably already made up their minds a long time ago about ideas and concepts around your product. And if that is not true, if their negativity is coming from how you've presented your product, that is also useful feedback that you can take into account when thinking about how to present your product to future users. Let's assume that your intentions were actually good going into the interaction. You actually had a valuable product to offer and that you're trying to add as much value as possible to the lives of your users, and you're just asking for value in return, which is a fair thing to do. Value for value, right? A product is a form of value. You're just asking for a monetary payment as a return of value. That's fair to ask. Now, if that was really how you saw the interaction in the first place, then I would suggest trying to engage with the hate, try to understand why they responded so negatively to what you were saying. Perhaps there was some sort of misunderstanding, or maybe it was just their beliefs that have made them feel like what you're offering is not valuable or negative in some way. Well, that you can't really change. So understand what triggered that negative interaction and then just move on. On the flip side, there will always be people, assuming you scale your interactions enough, there will always be people who actually resonate with your product. Assuming you've done proper product research, assuming you've interviewed enough potential users, you will have people who actually respond positively to what you're offering. Try to focus on those people. Understand what went right. How did your product's message resonate with these people? And once you understand that, try to incorporate what you've learned into your user research process. What qualities do these users have, and how can you use that knowledge to further define and narrow down your set of early adopters if you're in the early stages, or if you're in the later stages, the different user segments that you're trying to capture for your product. Positive feedback can be an extremely useful piece of data that you can then incorporate into your user interview practice. So to recap, negative feedback will always be there. There will always be people hating on your product because of their own views, their own preconceptions about concepts and ideas surrounding your product. There's really nothing you can do to control that feedback because they are the ones giving the feedback and they are the ones who have decided to act negatively. There's really nothing you can do in that context. The best thing you can do is to just engage with it, try to understand it, and then move on. And for positive feedback that you may get, if you interact with enough potential target users, with them, they will provide you with a way forward. So with that, guys, thanks again for watching this video. I hope you guys found this useful, and I will see you in the next video.